Hi Libras and welcome to September and happy birthday for those of you whose birthday is in September. And I want to say, because I don't think I did a reading for you guys last month, or did I? I can't remember. But if I didn't, I want to apologize and don't take offense. I was just really overwhelmed. And when I'm like that, I'm a water sign. I really just can't. I don't want to give out half-ass shit to. And if this apology, if I did do it, just ignore it, okay? Anyways, let's get started. Let's get into it. Then, at the base of the reading, you got Ace of Swords. So I feel like it's all about getting clarity, all about piercing through the veil, all about paying attention to details, good communication, open dialogue with people, whether this is to do with love, work, friendships, all of that. Alright? So you want some clarity. You want some peace of mind. Alright, so when it comes to your love life, you've got the Five of Wands and then the Six of Swords. So, some of you, this is a general reading, remember, some of you may not, there may be some like, you might be tired of dealing with conflict and arguments and bickering and stress with this Five of Wands here, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like very aggressive, very argumentative, very or this may be like an inner conflict about something. So if you guys are just feeling uneasy about something and something's not feeling like it's worth it anymore, I feel like that may be what the presence of this uh these two cards here. There's six there's five of wands. It's five of wands, okay? And then the Six of Wands speaks of you may be tired of all of this and deciding to like that, maybe to leave a relationship, even if it's temporary, or to like move on, or to, if you're not gonna leave them, you're deciding to sail on to greener, like to sail on to calmer water, so that you guys get along with each other and you actually don't want to can grab the person by the neck and choke them to death. So yeah. Unfortunately, there's some arguments and some sort of maybe tempting to leave a relationship, or maybe tempting to just cool off for a bit with these two paired up here. And the problem may be because some of you may have, or you may just, some of you may have some of you may be jealous. Somebody may have a lot of suitors and stuff, and you may feel like they're not giving you enough attention. So for those of you who's not leaving someone, some of you may just feel like um this person has way too many people, because this could mean like competition. This person has way too many suitors, and you just feel like, you know what, or they have way too many duties, and you want them to like give you their undivided attention. So you're just like, you know what, nah, you know. And then, but the problem is, I feel like the problem is the Emperor in reverse. The problem is over controlling attitudes. Like who's the boss? Like that's the big back and forth all the time is who's the boss, and who's going to report back to who, and who should be, you know, like that kind of energy is what's affecting the relationship, I feel like. Or this could be a woman or a man. Don't pay attention too much to the outer shell, because it's a general reading. Someone may be just like over caring or over controlling, or just always want to dictate the relationship and be a little bit immature. So some of you may be a little bit acting a little bit immaturely, or this could be a partner acting immaturely. And maybe like getting like little hissy fits and like taunting someone or teasing them, telling them you're gonna leave even though you're really not, just trying to get their attention. It could be. Then what's working for you this month is you got the Nine of Pentacles, which is known as like the single card. So for those of you who are, some of you guys have decided to, even if you're just teasing someone, it may not be permanent. You may be deciding that I want to go on my lonesome, like I want to start a room and be a little bit flirtatious, like the Knight of Rods. You want to take on a little bit more of like the single life energy. Maybe want to go party and mingle and things like that, and be active and get out there and show your face more. Maybe ready to be more like a bachelor. Move on a little bit. What else? Some of you may be moving into a better state within yourself. Like you just feel, even if it's not got to do with relationships and being single, you just feel um like your finances, you're trying to get your finances and stuff in order. You're trying to work on focus on your fire and your passion right now is on your work life and your own prospect, your own projects and things like that, to make sure that you're okay and that you can live a luxurious life and you won't have to fend for or worry about anybody. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I ain't missing nothing. Um, yeah. And then what Spirit is advising you not to do is maybe not to revert back to obsessive tendencies. You've got the Devil card here. And then you've got you, which is the Libra card, Justice card within reverse. Or maybe telling you to not obsess so much over what the wronging that someone has done to you. Or not obsess over so much of getting even and being spiteful with someone. Or being right or trying to prove something. Don't get so caught up in trying to prove something or trying to catch someone in the act. If that's the case, for some of y'all. And let's see if I can read this for singles real quick. For those of you who are single, this may be just saying that may just be trying to work on yourself because you've got your own inner conflict right now that you're dealing with. So you're just trying to work on yourself, and even if there's like no new suitors coming in. And then over in your work sector, you've got the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then the Temperance in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So some of you may be thinking of leaving a job, I feel like, or termination of a job, because you may feel like there's no hope in the one that you do have now. Temperance card in reverse is like recklessness, and then teamed up with, or like wanting to go too fast, or there is like no moderation or no balance. You may want to give somebody a peace of mind, but you need to watch how you say it. Then you got the Eight of Wands in reverse, which speaks of like a breakage in communications, a breakage in an engagement, an end to something, or a halt, or a delay in getting something to someone. And the Wands is fire signs as well. But then you have the Eight of Swords here in reverse. So this is saying, like, I feel like there's a strong focus on if you feel like you're not getting your way where you are, or you're not getting anywhere where you are, you are kind of if you felt stuck, you're kind of taking off the blindfolds, and now you actually feel like you can move and you can find another place or another job. Somebody may be like a fraud or a con artist, or someone, or you may feel like you just don't have the necessary skills to do the job. But maybe some restlessness or issues with traveling or moving up to the next stage. And right underneath it, you've got the Ten of Swords, and then about the Six of Wands right next to it. So this speaks of like endings, but this speaks of like good reputation within the community or with standing. So I feel like what these two cards are saying together, it means like you finally realize that this is the ending, like this is termination, like you're ready to give in your resignation. Is that there? You're ready to write your letter of resignation. I believe that's the one. If it's not, don't shoot my. And then you're deciding to go somewhere else. Or this can mean that just you're finding light, or you're revitalizing your stance within a company. So if like you had some bad days or something like that, I feel like now you kind of get it. Or now I feel like it's kind of it's it's like you're back. You feel like you're back a part of the group again after some sort of hurt, or after some sort of feeling left out in the cold. That's for some of you, but for some of you, I feel like this is definitely screaming that this is over. Like for some of you, this is definitely screaming that the determination is done, or you want to put in your resignation, even if you haven't did it yet. That's what you're thinking about doing. What's working for you this month in your work life is you have support from people. You have, like, if you need to find a new job, or if you need to find a new way to execute your newfound freedom. If you don't have a job anymore, I mean, if you are looking for a new job, I feel like you are gonna find it. Or people are gonna start. This is just the supporting the fact the scenario of what I was saying about how some of you, I feel like now you're going to actually you're gonna put yourself out there more. So some of you, even if you don't have a job or something like that, if you're unemployed, I feel like you're gonna put yourself out there more, and you may even go back to some old employers so that you can get a job. And that's the case for some of you. Okay, so like revitalize and start a new life with something. And then you've got the strength card here, which is Spirit is advising you not to do, and which this is coming in the section of what Spirit is advising you not to do. I feel like this is saying to not tame your wild beast. Like if you want to charge on somebody, or if you want to like get on somebody, like a boss, something that you feel like something was wrong doing, or if you are sick, if you are unemployed and you feel like you're being a bit reckless, and maybe possibly falling back, if you have like some sort of like addictions and stuff, like don't fall back into like isolation mood, or don't fall back into unproductive mood. Tame the inner wild beast inside. And then family sector. This is going to be very peculiar for some, but I don't know why it screams out so much for me about a child. And this is obviously not going to be everybody, because everybody doesn't have children. Or it can be like a niece, nephew, or cousin, but someone that's younger than you maybe. I feel like someone is playing a lot of little conniving little games, or someone's sparking up a lot of lies and is causing a lot of like it's not true, or it's just like just sparking up a whole bunch of mess. Because the Magician card in reverse, it's like a con artist or a fraud, and then the Page of Swords in reverse is like message. That's so like there may be gossip, and somebody may be spreading like unnecessary gossip, or some of you may be feeling like you're not good enough no matter what you do in your family. And then those of you who this is message for, this is a child. I feel like a child may be starting up a whole bunch of something. A child may be screaming out for attention, and they may be doing so. Which comes up next is what you have. I feel like these cards are speaking. I feel like it's saying something along the lines of there may be a child that maybe you have to watch a child's or monitor a child online. I don't know why that's just it pops like online activity. Because you've got the Seven of Cups here, and then like the Sun card, and Death card in reverse, and then the page of, and then the five of Pentacles. Don't ask me why there's a lot of cards. So sometimes when a lot of cards come out, I leave them because I just feel like it's like a distinct message that Spirit wants, you know. So yeah, with the Seven of Cups here, I just feel like it's like a strong influence needs to be put on a child in the family, or someone that's younger than you. It may not be your child, but like someone who maybe looks up to you, or that you know looks up to anybody that's older in your family. Because you know when you're young, you look up to all your older family members. So yeah, something about a child may feel neglected, or a child may be screaming out for help, or you may need to watch their online presence, how they're operating online. They may be talking to people that they shouldn't be talking to. So, or just watch their something to do with a child and their stance within the community, or them feeling like a victim, or something of them sort. What the heck? Yeah, and then right underneath that, what's helping your family this month, and what makes it feel even more if like that's what's the case, is you got the Page of Pentacles here, and then the High Priestess. And so I feel like this is like an older woman in the family, or if it's not an older woman in the family, then it's an older man, but it's definitely someone who's like older, a little bit wiser compared to the Page of Pentacles, which is a child. They may or may not be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Sorry. That's not soothing for tarot. Those of you who like low reggae, big up. So yeah, yeah, the what's actually helping your family this month may be someone's smart intuition. Maybe someone may be able to pick up on the cues that's going on, or whatever's going on with this child, and the fact that this person is like under the person's wing is working for the family. Like this person may be mentoring them and started teaching them and guiding them into the right way. I know that's not going to be for all of you long, but yeah. And then others of you, what Spirit is advising you not to do is do not isolate yourself from your family. Do not turn a blind eye or blind cheek, like, you know. Or if you do isolate yourself, just make sure you like come back. Like if someone needs your help, don't abandon them. Now let's see what Oracle Masters we got for you. What message in this reading for Libra Spirit guide? Please give me a message in this reading for Libra. Received a leg up, and deep knowing was on the bottom of that. Okay. What is the message in this reading for Libra? This is why I don't like sharpening on camera, because it takes too long. Oops. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you will experience more love in your present moment. That suit start. Very well. Message in this reading for you. Spirit, what is the message in this reading for Libra? What is the message in this reading for Libra? Okay, you want to come out or not? Ooh. Singer of Transfiguration. And death was on the bottom. But, yeah. The singer of Transfiguration speaks of transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. Jackpot. This card in the reading signifies the joy of success after a time of struggle. A new way of life has been accepted and is being integrated. A sense of inner peace is growing. The struggle has been well worth it. This is a time of consolidation and joy, and both is a reward for past achievements and a time of preparation for the next climb path. Then you received a leg up. In reverse though, so the protection messages. Now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go to help you get there too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in your prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you're in a position where you just can't do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring on those who can give you a leg up. Trust. Oh shit, wait. Sorry, I was supposed to read the protection message. Are you always, because it was in reverse, you read the protection message in reverse. I mean, God, that's great. Like this. Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come? Convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good for you. Have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. So yeah, that may be why I was a little puzzled when this card come. I don't know why, because it's such an easy card, but yeah, this maybe was said, and this came up in this actually saying that this is what's gonna help you. So friends may be helping you this month get a job if you don't have a job, or friends may be helping you to, or colleagues may be helping to push you up the ladder, or a mentor person, like I was saying. So maybe if it's not something to do with the internet or like a younger person, because it's a general reading, just pick what fits with you. So maybe you're the person that needs the mentor. All right, because you feel like you need some sort of like just help. All right, Libras, thank you very much. If you haven't, click that button, subscribe now.